Law firm marketing, the top 2020 strategies you'll probably ignore. So in this video, I'm going to outline each strategy and how it can make your law firm more profitable. So if you're new here, my name is Greg Ranger, and every week I release marketing videos specifically for law firms. So be sure to subscribe to my channel so you get notified when a new video comes out. Now, onto my computer, I'll show you the strategies one by one. So strategy number one is DSA campaigns in Google Ads. So what is it? So DSA stands for Dynamic Search Ads. So it's a newer type of Google Ads, and basically Google dynamically generates the ads for you, like it writes the content of the ad, and it also selects the landing page for you as well. So here are the benefits for your law firm is that it's the same high quality leads as a regular search campaign. And these search campaigns are very effective because they are intent driven. So let me give you an example. Someone searching for criminal attorney Dallas phone number has a high likelihood of retaining. So the other benefit is that it reduces your cost per lead by an order of magnitude. This is actually very key. This has been a game changer for some of my law clients, is that we went from paying anywhere from $40 to $100, sometimes $200 per lead with the standard Google Ads search ads. And with this new DSA campaign, it brought the cost down to $10 a lead, and sometimes even less. So what this means for you is that with the same ad budget you've been using, you can actually generate 10 times the amount of ads. So this is very, very important. And also, if you're not quite familiar with what Google Ads are, let's just quickly go over to Google. So whenever somebody, let's say, searches family lawyer in Google, the first few results are ads. It says ad clearly here. So that's a standard search ad. With the DSA campaign is it does something very similar, except it's auto-generated. This is what makes it ultra cheap, is that it leverages the existing content on your website. So I'm not going to get too technical in this video here, but simply know that DSA campaign, if you're already running Google Ads, it can reduce your ad costs significantly. So basically that same ad budget can go a much further. By the way, if you want a more step-by-step guide on how to set this up, tell me so in the comments, and whatever strategy gets the most comment about, I'll create a next video about that specific strategy, a more step-by-step guide on how to do it. So be sure to leave a comment. Strategy number two, YouTube video ad. So what is it? Basically, it's an ad, a video ad that your client will see on YouTube. Now, the benefits for your law firm are you can target your ideal client. So again, someone searching for Family Law Montreal in Google or YouTube will see your video ad. So again, they have a high intent. They're looking for specific law services. So this is what makes those YouTube video ads very powerful. The other thing too is that they are, again, much cheaper than standard Google ads. So one of my law firm clients, they normally pay between, again, $40 to $100 to $200 per lead with the standard Google search ads. Now with the YouTube ads, we're paying anywhere from $5 to $10 per lead. So again, that same ad budget can go literally 10 times further without changing anything. So this is very, very powerful. The third benefit is that having a video ad positions you as an authority. So, we typically associate people that we see on video, whether it's TV, YouTube, with trust and authority. So in the end, this reduces the price objections and puts you top of mind. And again, just in case you're not familiar with a YouTube ad, let's go over to YouTube. And I'll click on a few videos, and hopefully an ad will show up. So, nope, no ads here. I think if I click here, yeah. So here I see an ad. So again, this is for a mermaid party. This is actually a client I was helping, so it's a good thing their video ad is showing up. But right before you're about to watch the video you want to watch on YouTube, in this case, a 50-year-old, I guess it's a fitness guy here, but essentially this is a video ad. So it's an ad for mermaid parties and things like that. But essentially, yeah, so this is what it looks like. There's a banner here. You can click learn more and it drives you to the website. And then you can click skip in a few seconds and then you go to your main website, or you go to the main video you wanted to see. So this type of ad, I mean, if you're looking for criminal attorney or family law or immigration law, whatever it is, when you see an ad like that right before you're about to watch a video, you're gonna be like, okay, yeah, let me click on that. And it's actually, for my law clients, it's working really, really well. So just to quickly recap, I highly recommend having a YouTube ad that runs at least in your city, right? If you're a local office, I guarantee you not many law firms are doing it. It's a little bit more complex. It's not too hard because, I mean, you need to record some sort of video, right? But it's extremely effective. And again, the cost per lead is super low. By the way, if you want more information, more detailed maybe a step-by-step guide on how to create video ads for your law firm, let me know in the comments. And if I get enough comments, the next video I create will cover how to create the video ads. So number 3. So this one is more of a tactical one as opposed to a full-blown strategy, but it's, making sure that your online presence is conducive to business. And this is actually super key because it's going to make all your other marketing efforts better and more effective. So it's kind of like a pillar that amplifies everything. So basically, you want to make sure that you have a smooth experience for potential clients that are trying to research your services or contact you. So to give you an example, you want to make sure that the phone number on your website is tappable. So people that are browsing your website on their smartphone, they can easily click on your phone number and it actually dials it. I see many websites where that's not the case. So again, you want to reduce that friction when they're trying to call you. Another thing is you want to make sure that your website loads fast, right? Loading speed is actually a metric, and Google and Facebook, they say so themselves. So it's a very important metric that they take seriously when it comes to Google serving your ads, or Facebook serving your ads, or SEO, so people searching you in Google. So basically, you want to make sure your website loads fast so users get a good experience. And over time, when you have a fast website and you have Google ads and Facebook ads, it's going to reduce your ad cost over time. So to check out if your website loads fast enough or actually how you can actually improve it, go to gtmetrix.com. It's going to tell you your site speed, and it's going to recommend you things on how to improve it. So if I go to gtmetrix.com and I type in my website here, okay, here we go. So it gives you a fully loaded time speed, so 3.9 seconds, which is actually really good. You want your load time to be around 7 seconds or less, so that's good. And then here you have 2 criterias: page speed score and YSlow score. It's going to give you different settings or different things to improve, so you can go through them one by one. It's going to tell you what to do. Of course, if you're not tech savvy, you can hand this out to a web developer or hire someone, on a part-time basis or on a contract basis to kind of fix and update all those things to improve your score. Make sense? Cool. Next item is number 3 is, does your website provide a good mobile experience? Again, it's super key that your website is designed to look good on a smartphone, simply because I think now the statistic is over 70% of the search traffic is now on mobile. So it's good to have a website that loads well on desktop, but it needs to be super clear. The font needs to be big for mobile or appropriate for mobile, and so forth. Same thing with the images and so on. So make sure that when you're checking out your website, it's a good experience. And again, it lends itself to people easily contacting you as well. Number 4, also very important, is does your front page of your website, does it have a clear objective when a potential client lands on it? So for example, do you want them to call you? Well, is it clear? Is the number prominent? Same thing with filling out a form, right? If you want them to fill out a form, do they have to click 5 different places before they get to it? The goal here is to reduce the friction and to kind of guide your potential client, your prospect, into one direction, one consistent direction, whether that's calling you or filling out a form or maybe viewing a quick video about you, right? So make sure that's consistent. Number 5 is, does your website have SSL enabled? SSL is simply security settings, but again, make sure you have that on. Google loves it for serving their ads, for SEO, which is search engine optimization. It's a good thing to have. Same thing with Facebook. Facebook prefers websites with SSL enable. All it means to you is that if you're doing ads, it will reduce your costs over time, and Google gives priority to sites that have SSL over non-SSL. I know there's a lot of tips here, so if you want more specific information on a specific item number, maybe you want to know how to improve the speed or how to make the phone numbers tappable on a smartphone, things like that, let me know in the comments, and the next video I'll create, I'll cover that topic. Strategy number 4, webinars with your prospect. So what is a webinar? A webinar is a live broadcast. You typically do it from your computer or your smartphone. So it's a live video covering a specific topic, for example, family law 101, immigration law 101, or even specific questions that you see that your clients have. So typically you present the topic, you explain the topic, you answer some common questions, and then you have a Q&A session with your prospect at the end. So it's a live interactive thing. So for example, you invite people at a specific date. You say, okay, Thursday, March 7th at 7 p.m. or at 2 p.m., we're going to have a Family Law 101 broadcast or webinar, and then maybe 20 or 30 people show up, and then you present the topic, you answer some questions, you give some valuable information. The key here is providing value, and then you do a Q&A session at the end, right? So this is extremely powerful. You can do this via a few platforms. So YouTube allows you to do some live broadcast. Facebook as well allows you to do that, and then there's software like GoToWebinar that are more private that also allow you to do that. So one thing that you need to remember is that you don't necessarily need to show your face on camera. You can actually simply show slides on your computer and speak in the microphone. So if you're camera shy, don't worry, you can just present slides. And again, you conduct the webinar from your computer and you broadcast it to social media. The benefits for your law firm are many. Basically, prospects attending your broadcast, they begin to trust you because you're answering your questions. You're also positioning yourself as an authority because obviously you know what you're talking about, you're providing good value. The other benefit is they're getting familiar with your face or with your voice, right? So this, you typically want to do business with people you like, people you know. So presenting yourself on video allows you to accomplish that. Obviously, the end goal of this is that it's going to lead to retainers, right? So some people, after they get the value, after they get to know you on maybe 1, maybe 2, maybe 5 broadcasts, they're eventually going to retain. They're going to call your law office to retain your services. So what's cool with that broadcast is that it gets recorded, so you can then use that video as content. So you can then put it on your website, you can send it to your email list, you can post it on your Facebook, and so on. So it makes up for great content, and that content does not disappear. So over time, it's going to generate more leads for you. And actually, tip number 3 is that if you use a software like GoToWebinar, which is more private, people need to provide you with their name, their phone number, their email address before they sign up for the webinar. So you're capturing their contact information, which allows you to then follow up with them later on. So you can either give them a call or send them a personal email, or you can subscribe them to your newsletter if you have an email newsletter providing more value. So the possibilities are endless for follow-up. And again, if you want maybe a more specific and detailed video for webinars, let me know in the comment, and the next video can be about how to set that up for your law firm. So these were the top marketing strategies that work really well for law firms in 2020. So just a quick recap. So strategy number 1 is Google Ads, but specifically the DSA campaign. Strategy number 2 is YouTube video ads. Strategy number 3 kind of amplifies all the other strategies, and it's to make sure that your online presence is conducive to business. Strategy number 4 is a webinar with your prospect. A webinar is a live broadcast where you present a topic and answer some questions and interact with your prospects. So that's it. Make sure you leave a comment to tell me which topic you want to see next. Also, if you like the video, make sure you hit the like button. And also, if you're not a subscriber yet, be sure to subscribe. Every week, I release new marketing videos designed specifically for law firms. Until next time, cheers.